One of my outdoor spring projects has been replacing all of our old hoses with these new flexible metal hoses, okay? These things are fantastic. So I live in Florida, and one of the issues that I've had down here is it gets so hot with the sun that if I have a regular hose and I leave the hose on, so there's actually like water in the hose itself, and both ends are closed, the heat from the hose will expand enough where it pops holes in itself. And I mean, not like explodes in like a big explosion, but like the hose just rips open and stops working. Okay, so I got one of these last year. We got a different brand this year. I think the one brand, it's like 150 feet. It's like UNESCO or something like that. And the other one is like Bareful. It was a 100-foot hose. But you can see here, this is the hose. Now, a couple of words of warning. Some of the things that they don't tell you in this listing. Okay, so it will work in any of your like regular standard hose reels. However, if you plan on using this in say like a front yard type of situation and you pull it across your driveway and you run over it with your car, it will bend a little bit. It's not going to break, but unlike a regular like polyurethane hose where the tire would just go right over it, it will leave a permanent mark. I'll try to show you here if I can pull it out to the right spot. All right, so if you look right where my fingers are, okay, you see how it's just like a little bit in? This is from our, whatever it is, like 3,000-pound minivan with our entire family in it rolling over. So it's not bent so much that it's inoperable, but it did leave a permanent mark. Now let me show you the other one in the back that we're setting up. All right, this is the 100-foot option that I'm getting set up in the backyard. I'm actually going to be using this for an outdoor sink. We've got this outdoor sink too, and I want this to be always on so the kids can always use it. But yeah, I've got the old hose. You can see here, this is like the old polyurethane. These are the ones that only usually last us about one summer, and then they pop. So we're replacing it with this. You can see this is so like maneuverable. It's also unkinkable. These have no kinks, okay? Look at this. I can pull this as hard as I can. This is not going to move, all right? Because this is fully metal, it's just stuck there, all right? Check out the other side. All right, so I'm bringing this to the other hose bib on our house. And these just plug in. I mean, you don't need anything special, right? You've got that, you've got that. Just gonna turn the water off and then unscrew this. Let out the pressure. And we'll put the new one on. All right, get a little bit of slack in here. So yeah, this will just screw on. It might be a little bit hard for me to do with one hand here, but it will just screw. Oh, that is hard. And that's one-handed and it's wet. I'm gonna skip that for later. Here, I'll pause it. I'll come back in a second. All right, the secret is just use two hands. All right, so we've got this plug back in. Go ahead and turn it back on. You can see here it's got a nice tight seal, all right? And we'll come back over here. You can follow this along. It's going all the way along our backyard here. And coming out right here in the front. So we've got good flow. And you see like how much this is like crossed over itself. A normal hose would have been so kinked. This, nothing. It's working fine. Unkinkable. So if you need a great hose, it's not gonna explode in the summer, can't kink, try one of these metal ones out.